A win against Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge in probably the biggest game of the season was absolutely massive in the last episode, but in the last game, we drew a blank with Aston Villa at home, 0-0, which quite frankly wasn't good enough considering that Villa are currently threatened by relegation. So as Martinez's side come and take us on here at Old Trafford, we've got to return to winning ways. 2 draws will not be acceptable. We need to get a win, and I want to see some more goals on the board as well. The last 2 games, we've only got 1 goal from those 2 games. We need to start scoring more, and we need to get back to winning ways ASAP. Baines for Everton, down left-hand side, finds Oviedo, and he crosses the ball in, and it should be dealt by Rojo and is, and now a good chance on the break possibly. Rooney to myself, we could be away here, down the right-hand side. I should have enough pace on Baines. I'll play it inside towards Mata though, back to me, keep running Mata, it's going to come to you, really good chance for 1-0, if Mata can control it, goes for a goal on the first time volley, and puts it harmlessly off target. Yeah, sure, right there. I've got space to cross this ball in. Going to whip it into the centre. Rooney at the far post. Oh, he's hit the bar. That should have been 1-0, but there's the first goal of the game. Van Persie heads in the rebound and makes it United 1, Everton 0 just before the break. Robin Van Persie gets the opening goal of the game, but I'm annoyed because that should have been a lovely assist as Rooney should have scored when I whipped in a cross. That was probably the best cross I've ever put in. That was absolutely beautiful. What a wicked ball that was into the centre. Rooney unmarked, should have scored, ended up hitting the bar. But Robin Van Persie's there to head in the rebound. So not the most exciting of first halves. Been a couple of chances for either side, but other than that, not too much to report. But we do have the opening goal of the game through Robin Van Persie. Wayne Rooney's still yet to score since returning from injury. Kind of frustrating, but Van Persie's getting the job done whilst he's out of form. It's Manchester United 1, Everton 0. Not really much to report in the second half. There hasn't really been anything really happening, but here's Mata on the ball regardless. Inside towards Di Maria, out wide towards Guzman, making his debut. And Guzman plays it back inside towards Di Maria. And I'm down the right-hand side. He picks me out here. And I'll try and turn the defender and cross this ball in. In it goes to the centre, in towards Van Persie. And a header by Di Maria hits the bar and put behind for a goal kick. Di Maria almost making it 2-0, but his header hits the woodwork. Keane off the bench gets on the ball, and I'll play it towards Juan Mata. Now Rooney, and Rooney's got Blint next to him. Guzman out wide, finds Guzman, and still Guzman, solid debut for him. Now onto Rooney, now Blint inside towards Mata. Nice patient build up here towards myself, and I'll play it back inside towards Daily Blint. Back to me. I don't really know where I'm going with this ball because there's no one really to give it to. Let's see if I can chip that inside towards Mata. There we go. Nice little ball there. Mata to control. Where's he going with the ball? Taking on John Stones. Inside towards Rooney. Nice build up. Rooney shoots. Howard makes the save. And Everton all clear. And I'm off. I'm getting subbed off. And I did request a sub. And I'm now coming off, which is good because I don't want to play anymore. Because if I get pulled up, if I pull up and get an injury, that could be me out for the Capital One Cup final. So I'm off. I'll watch the rest of the match and see if anything happens. Keane inside towards Evans, controls it, takes it round his man, still Johnny Evans inside the area, doesn't want to shoot, finds Will Keane, back to Johnny Evans, good chance here, crosses the ball to the far post, Di Maria controls it with a chest, keeps hold of the ball, and the Argentine takes it around Leighton Baines, crosses to the far post, Keane flicks it on, Wilson, brilliant save by Tim Howard, and he keeps it at 1-0, good stop there by the American goalkeeper, and ensuring we won't make it 2-0 in stoppage time. And there is the full-time whistle, Manchester United 1, Everton 0. We get the job done, courtesy of Robin Van Persie's header late on in the first half. Di Maria also hit the bar in the second half with a header himself, but a 1-0 scoreline in the end was enough to see us get the win. And I think we probably could have scored 1 or 2 more goals, really, had our finishing been better. You'll see the stats in just a moment's time. We did do better than our opponents. Martinez's side weren't exactly bad or anything, but I think we could have scored a couple more goals. I got a 6.1, which I think is relatively fair. I only misplaced 1 pass in the entire game, but I didn't really do much, to be honest. But as you can see by the stats, we did enough. We dominated possession. We had far more shots. We probably should have scored 1 or 2 more goals, really. But for the most part, we got the job done. A 1-0 victory, and that's the most important thing. So delighted with that, and I'll be back for the next game in just a moment's time. So we would have liked more goals, but the most important thing was returning to winning ways, and we did so. On another day, we could have put 2 or 3 past Everton, but we settled for a 1-0 victory. We returned to getting the 3 points, and that's the most important thing. We take on Wolfsburg for the second of 3 games in today's episode here as we travel to Germany for our Champions League round of 16 first leg tie. Obviously, Wolfsburg, a very decent side right now with some great players as well. It's not going to be an easy tie for us, but after the win against Everton, we definitely fancy our chances of picking up a big win here, and hopefully a couple of away goals as well. Di Maria inside towards Van Persie. Now Wayne Rooney. Rooney turns back to me. I'll spread the play all the way out wide towards Raphael. Good first touch by the Brazilian. Takes his time. And I'm back through the middle if he wants. Nope, okay, towards James instead. That's a good ball by James towards Van Persie. Flicked on towards Rooney. Wayne Rooney to make it 1-0. Oh, he's put the ball agonisingly wide of the post. So close, but it's still goalless. Corner to United then. Di Maria stands over it. Goes into the centre towards Rojo. Flicks it down. And Wilson gives it to me. I thought I was going to have space to shoot there. Obviously not. Raphael on the ball. Inside towards Van Persie. James on the ball towards myself. I'll play it inside towards Wilson. He'll shoot. It's a good save by Benaglio. And Di Maria can't get there ahead of Naldo. And it's cleared by the Brazilian defender. De Bruyne down the right hand side. Cross the ball into the centre. And the header is won by Bacca. And what a miss that is by the Colombian. Di Maria inside towards myself. Got Van Persie with me. In it goes to Robin Van Persie. Turns his man. Still Van Persie. Still Van Persie. Still Van Persie. Wilson. Great save by Benaglio. And cleared by Wolfsburg. Benaglio has easily been man of the match in this game. Another big save from the goalkeeper. And it's still goalless. And it looks like it's going to finish that way as well. Final chance could come from this free kick. Naldo is standing over it. He's going to be the one that's going to strike it. No, he's not. He's ran over the ball. Shot comes in from Rodriguez, I think it was, but he curls it wide. And there is the final whistle, 0-0. And all I can say is I apologise for another goalless draw. But this is just so frustrating right now. I don't know how to change things. Obviously, as I would have said at half-time, when you're just controlling one player, you just, you don't get a say of the tactics either. It's really, really frustrating to try and, create something when the game is played on a defensive style of play. But a 0-0 draw, we should have scored at least once. I got a 6.7. My passing in this game weren't too great, but I went close to scoring. Benaglio denied me with a good save, but other than that, a 6.7 is probably fair. We should have scored at least one of the goals. We did have a couple of good chances in that game, but it's just not good enough. But I don't know how to change things, and all I can do is say sorry for another 0-0 draw, because it's like, I don't know what else to do. I'm doing my best, but it's clearly not good enough. But even so, a 0-0 draw, and we didn't get the win or the away goals that we were really targeting going into that game. So over the past 3 games, just not good enough, really not looking convincing at all. And even in the games we win, like the Everton one, we're not doing enough. We're not doing as much as we should do. So coming to this game, the third and final one of today's episode, we take on championship opposition in the face of Brentford as they travel to take us on here at Old Trafford in the FA Cup round of 16. We need to return to winning ways. We need to do it in style as well. Get a couple of goals on the board, really get back to playing the way we were at the start of the season and looking like the old Manchester United. Oh, great chance here for Brentford. Judge is all alone. What a chance for Brentford to take the lead. And they have. And I don't believe this, but we're 1 goal down just 6 minutes in. Judge with the goal. And Valdez, I have to watch that back on the replay, but I swear it was straight at him. And I think it might have gone through his legs. And Brentford take a shock lead here at Old Trafford. United 0, Brentford 1, the championship side in front. Let's have a look at that again. Yeah, it's straight through the legs of Valdez. This is just terrible. We are not playing well right now. We are in really poor, well, just not looking right. I think that's the best way of putting it. Even when we get into wins like against Everton, we're just not looking right. We're not looking good. United 0, Brentford 1. Alan Judge gives the away side the opening goal of the game. Guzman to me from the throw. And I'm going to try and turn and get inside, but I'm tackled. We'll win a free kick, though. Guzman wants to play on, though, and finds Wayne Rooney. Rooney into Van Persie. Still Robin Van Persie. Puts it wide. And our first chance is off target. It's a good ball inside towards Ward-Prowse. Play me down the right-hand side. Good chance to cross or cut inside. I'm inside. Great chance for 1-1. Surely. Oh, I put this shot wide. Dear, oh dear. Great chance wasted. It's still 1-0 to Brentford. I cannot believe with 5 minutes to go we are still 1-0 down to Brentford here at home. This is just embarrassing and a bit of a sign of how we've been playing over the past couple of games. It's just been really, really poor. But here's Ward-Prowse inside towards Rooney. Can we get a chance here? Van Persie finds Carrick, who shoots, and Button makes the save. And it is still United 0, Brentford 1. Well, that's a heavy touch there. Oh, really poor pass. We could be away. Van Persie to me. It was a heavy touch. He just about got away with it, but I'm away here down the left-hand side. I'm going to sweat this across the face of goal to Rooney. I need to. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. We've got to get ourselves back on level terms. It wasn't really a sweat either because the goalkeeper was set back, but even so, we need that. The heavy touch was poor. The ball through by Van Persie was good, and I had to play it across the face of goal because I could have possibly ran in to shoot, but I'm not going to take any chances, man. Like, seriously, this has just not been good enough enough at all. You know, to be trailing to Championship side at home at half-time, nowhere near good enough. We need to get ourselves back in this game and get the win. So we're back on level terms a couple minutes after the break. Bit of a relief there as well, because it was the Brentford player that made the mistake. Bit of a lucky sort of break really for us to get through there. Even so, Rooney gets the goal. United 1, Brentford 1. Corner to United, Van Persie to take. In it goes towards myself, and it's not dealt with by the goalkeeper. Flick backwards, Rooney off the line, and still not clear, and to myself, and Button dives on the ball, and Brentford escape. Ward-Prowse on the ball, tries to play it through towards Rooney, finds him, Rooney turns, still Wayne Rooney, tackle, wins it back though inside, good chance here, the shot comes in, Button makes the save, and Brentford scramble it away. Come on, final chance. Shaw on the ball, plays it through down left-hand side towards Wilson. Wilson with a cross, great ball in. Rooney, 2-1 United, but it's going to be ruled out for offside. I don't believe it. Rooney's goal is going to be ruled out for offside. We thought we'd won it with a minute to go, but it's going to stay at 1-1. It was a great ball inside. Was Rooney offside? Yeah, you can see him just didn't hold his run. Offside, and the game is going to finish 1-1 surely. Final score, United 1, Brentford 1. Unbelievable. We failed to beat the Championship side at home. Another draw. It was good to get a goal in it, I guess, and I was glad to get an assist as well. But even so frustrating. We had so many opportunities to score more goals, but we couldn't do it. And in the end, the Championship side secure a replay. So a very, very frustrating game, because this was more like it in terms of getting opportunities, but we just didn't do enough in front of goal. I missed a good chance in the first half, but really I did my job in terms of setting the teammates up. But, you know, 9 shots, 4 on target. We got to score more than 1 goal when we have more possession, you know, way more possession, 9 shots on the boards. We had opportunities, but we just didn't take them. So we go into a replay. So frustrated about that, because with so much fixture congestion right now, we could have done without it. But that does end the episode, guys. So as always, a big thank you for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode of My Player, then please do leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of My Player very soon.